All right, what's up, fellas? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro, former NFL cornerback of the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. All right, so today we got a really cool video. It's very short. It's literally just one clip, but it's with Ocho. I think that he said that this guy, if you go to his Instagram, you'll see it. I think he said this guy plays college ball. I'm not sure. Go check it out. But we definitely got some learning points in this one clip. So my goal is for you to get this eye, man, so you can, when you see yourself on film, you can see it, you can correct it, and then when you feel it. So once you get the feeling, man, I'm telling you, so it takes some time, and it takes, first of all, knowing what to do. So definitely watch the rest of this channel, fellas. Watch it, learn it. Yeah, watch it. Watch every single video 3 times, okay? And then hit me up on my Gmail, cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask for the one-on-one mastery program so you can learn all the techniques and see and master it, because your confidence will go sky high. I'm telling you the truth. We're helping a lot of guys all over the world now. So, you know, that feels good. That feels the best to me. All right? So let's watch it. Ocho Cinco. Chad Johnson. Now, guys, he's a Hall of Fame guy. Obviously, he's a pro. He was a pro. But understand this. And he caught the ball right there. He doesn't play anymore, so he's not working on this stuff over and over again. Like, you know, when you're playing pro ball, you with the Bengals, you're playing pro ball, you're running like thousands of routes. You know, you're working on releases. So he's older. He's been done for a minute now, and he still likes to go out there and have fun with you guys, man. So that's pretty cool. But understand this about Ocho. He probably has the best, like, getting out of his breaks. You know how, like, some receivers, it takes them a long time to get out of their breaks? This dude's arguably the best that ever did it. I'm talking about when he's doing his break, man. He's coming out in 1 step some of the time. Now, right here, you can tell, I think it may have taken him 2 steps, right? Usually, Ocho Cinco, if you go back and watch his film, I mean, his comeback route was crazy. Like, it was amazing, yo. And then pressing him, guys struggle pressing him, right? All right. So I say that going against Ocho Cinco ain't no joke. All right. Now, with that being said, let's watch what this DB does right here, and let's get better right here. That's the whole point of this channel, fellas. We don't look at the film like fans. We look at it as students. So we don't ever really have to judge anybody. You know, everything is a positive critique. So let's watch. I want you to do this to yourself, okay? What does he do right here? So my goal is for you to understand, because once you understand, you'll move a lot faster with confidence. So check this out. So it looks like his eyes are right, because we talk about eyes, feet, hands. Cool, cool. So number one, you need to know you have to have a plan. So that's why I have like 9 different techniques. Once you know every single technique, you'll feel a lot more free. A lot of guys, it doesn't matter. I know guys who are in high school, college, and pro. When they get to the line, they know one thing. So they do one thing for everything. That ain't going to work, especially against a guy like Ocho. You need to have more tools in your tool belt, okay? I'm telling you. So right here, he got his eyes on his waist, which looks good. Now, got to have a plan what you're going to do with your feet, and then you got to be ready to strike. You need to get your hands on everybody. Does that mean lunge and be out of control? No. When I say hands, I'm talking about a nice firm strike. What is the goal of press, fellas? You know, if you've been watching the channel, he cannot get up this line and try to stack. We have to bowl him out. That's going to disrupt the what? It's going to disrupt the timing of the quarterback and the receiver. If you're going against a top guy, you cannot do this. You're like, well, coach, he's really fast. He's really good. You know, I don't. And what guys do is they open the gate. If he's faster than you, this is the last thing you want to do, fellas. The last thing you want to do is just open the gate, because it's the equivalent of you just turning and running with the guy. He's going to have an advantage over you. A, because you're standing the opposite way, and then B, because he's faster than you, right? So technique will save you. Technique. So eyes, feet, hands. Look, we cannot just open the gate and run, especially against Ocho. This is why. He's able to get to the top of his stem on time. If we open up the gate, he's able to get to the top of his stem. And guess what? It takes him 1 step to get out of it. You see what I'm saying? So when you're going against an elite receiver, you have to know the techniques. You have to train. You should get, first of all, Let's say you do the foot fire technique. So you buzz your feet and get ready to shuffle either way. I'm talking about stand lateral. Okay? So you need to get, the goal should be to get at least 1 to 2 shuffles in. And then strike. Bam. Now, a good receiver like him, okay, he knock it down with his hand. But guess what? Your feet will always save you. So when you shuffle, he has to bowl that route out a little bit more, which disrupts his timing. So he may not get to where he wants to get, but he has to break it down because he got a clock in his head like, oh, shoot. No, I gotta get out of this. Now, elite. When you get elite status, and I've seen a guy do it. I was talking to my college guys the other day. We're talking about it. And I actually have the video on here. If you look up the Marcus Peters video, he's the best that I've seen do it. I've seen him get like 3 to 4 shuffles in against an NFL wide receiver. And when I'm saying shuffles, I'm saying they do the move at the line. He strikes. He's shuffling, and the receiver can't freaking beat him. The receiver's like, oh, and he's wide over here. So with that being said, receivers, make sure you don't run your route all wide and stuff. Like I see high school receivers just take off right there. I've seen a couple of college receivers just take off right there. Receivers, this is how you do it. You get him to move, and then you get up the field and stack as best you can. You'll hold that line and then make your route because then you got all this real estate over here to help you out. Corners, we don't want them to do that. You see what I'm saying? That's why I like you guys playing receivers so you can understand what a receiver thinks. So what we need to do is, first of all, have a plan, know what technique we're going to do, and then we must get at least. You see how he immediately opens up and just takes off and run? That's called opening the gates. Now, I see some guys, and I see some coaches teaching it. All right, so obviously he did the 100% wrong thing, right? We don't get any hands on the guy. We don't have a plan. We don't do anything with our feet. We just open the gate. I get it. So a good receiver is going to get out of that break, money. Every time. He gets to the top of the stem, money. Okay? Right on time. Now, I see some coaches where the guy doesn't open up fully like this, and we talk about it on my channel, and they may it's like a not diagonal, but it's like 45 degrees. So let's say this is a 90 degree, right? Just turn and run. And let's say it's a 45 where you're kind of angling off. I don't really want you guys to practice that either. So you want to practice perfection. Now, if he does a speed release, which Ocho doesn't really do a speed release right here. If he does, I get it. You know, sometimes you may have to angle off a little bit in your shuffle, that 1 or 2 shuffles, and then strike and then run with them. But you want to practice. You can give ground without opening up. So you can give ground and still stay square. So he still has to go around you. That's why I said your feet are going to save you. So you got to have a plan. Obviously, if you don't know any better, you know, if you don't know any techniques, I get it. So you got a couple options. You guys, I know the season's coming, but, well, the season's here actually, basically. But you can definitely reach out to me. I'll teach you. You can come to Richmond, Virginia. Like I said, usually I only need 1 to 3 days with you. We can work on the techniques, or you get the one-on-one mastery programs. Up to you. Either way, I will get you right. It's technique. Once you know the technique, then you will be able to run at full speed. You'll have confidence. Last thing for this video, this clip. Against a crafty receiver like him, okay? A fast, crafty receiver who is very smart at what he does as well, because he did it for over 12 years, right? You cannot. I highly recommend. Yo, I will move around a little bit right here. So I wouldn't just get into, like, say he's inside shade, right? I wouldn't just get into my stance and just stay there. I would pivot off of here. I would look at the quarterback. Now, I'm saying looking quarterback. I'm not saying you read the quarterback and press, fellas. I'm just saying you just pivot. You kind of moving around. I say you start inside, then move to the outside shade, then move back. All right? You got to make these receivers think. Remember, we dictate the routes, not the receiver, especially in one-on-one. So we should have him scared. We should know all the techniques. I got 9 techniques. So he doesn't know if I'm going to be aggressive or be passive. He doesn't know if I'm going to line up right here to the inside shade or outside shade. You see what I'm saying? So that will make him kind of take more time at the line, which helps you out. And then you can have more confidence because you're like, I have a plan. So right here, I'm going to do strike and get back to balance on the outside shade. Or right here, I'm going to show like I'm outside shade, then move back inside and do inside kick step technique. Or you know what? I'm going to jump jam him right here. Oh, I'm going to fake the jump jam and come back to balance similar to the soft shoe. So it's all these techniques. So that's why, let's watch it one more time. You can't do this. And the thing is, I know a lot of you guys will be like, you will actually feel, see, he's not able to squeeze either right here. Because remember how important the squeeze is. If you don't get that shuffle and actually moving on here, you're not able to squeeze him because right here, he's just running beside him. Now, a lot of you guys may think, like, if let's say this was you, right? You'd be like, man, I was on Ocho Cinco. Like, I had good coverage, but, you know, he caught the ball on me still. So I'm good at covering. No, you know what I'm saying? That you don't, I want you to feel when you do, you cover incorrectly. See, a lot of guys don't even know, you're not even aware that you're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? And my goals for you is once you can feel and once you can see yourself doing things incorrectly, guess what? You can fix it. You feel me? You can fix it. Because guess what? That's a completion for 14 yards. And really, if he's going to catch it, we need to make that at 8 yards. If he is going to. And how do we do that? By staying square at the line, by getting our 1 to 2 shuffles in. If you want to be super elite, hopefully maybe you could get three to 4 shuffles. But let's say 1 to 2 shuffles, get a strike, and then squeeze his tail all the way over here. And then, since your agilities are so good because you're working on them all year, when he gets out of a break, you're able to get out of a break, and then we don't look back, by the way. I can't really see right here. He probably did. But on the comeback, you got to make sure, and in all routes, you got to make sure that your eyes are glued to the receiver until you get to him. Because if you look back to the quarterback, you're screwed. All right, fellas? All right. I'm going to shoot a couple more videos today. It's July 31st. I haven't shot a video in a while. So I'm going to get you. I know, I got so many people sending me the training camp videos, so we're going to go over it. Just know that, hey, look, as you get to the next level, man, it gets harder. I'm telling you right now, and I say harder. Once you know the techniques, you'll be better. So you'll be better. That's the goal. So don't think like, yo, once I get to the NFL, everything will be great. No. So if you ain't working hard now, if you ain't investing in yourself now, if you ain't putting that time in the weight room, if you're not getting that extra running, if you're not mastering these techniques, you in for it. And let's say you're just a really good athlete. Let's say that you're just good and you actually get to the league, bruh, you will get embarrassed because they're unforgiving. Like the media is really unforgiving in the NFL. So are the coaches. And if you're not ready mentally and emotionally and technique wise, because they're not going to teach you technique in the league. They don't. They get in the scheme. I mean, really don't teach technique anywhere, but you know what I'm saying? It's like you better know what you need to do. Because if you don't, you're going against Antonio Brown, you're going against Odell Beckham, and guess what? They want to dance. They want to get to the touchdown. They want to get the end zone and dance on you, bro. I'm telling you. So it's that serious. It's that serious. Now our goal is to have Odell like Josh Norman did when he was with the Panthers at one time, out of his game. Okay, that's our goal. All right, fellas, hit me up, cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Peace.